guys, thank you for watching. And what I'm about to do today is just go over tarot cards. I mean, I have a lot of people asking me about tarot cards and how to start reading tarot and all of those, other things. One thing I would like to say is reading tarot cards, it's kind of something that you have to, this is just my personal belief system, but from what I've seen, you kind of have to already have the gift to be able to read like a really good reader. So the gift kind of already has to be there, but it doesn't mean that you cannot read it where you're very skillful. So, but personally to me, the best readers are those who were born to read. So that doesn't mean that you cannot read. It does not mean that you cannot grow in your skill. It will just mean that you'll have to take some time to really develop your intuition, to build up that the inner voice, to build up, to trust in what you hear. And one of the biggest things as a reader is to not make assumptions. And the thing is, you're human, so you're always going to accidentally make some type of assumption. So basically, for an example, if somebody sits in front of you and she wants a reading and she has a Chanel bag and like Chanel earrings, and she even smells expensive, you're going to probably assume, oh, she doesn't have any financial issues, which you'll be surprised, okay, by the amount of people who make large amounts of money and are like dead broke. So she may be coming there for a reading about her money. So don't be surprised. So never make assumptions. Never assume anything by someone's race, by somebody's gender, by someone's social economical, like you don't know, like life is a very crazy thing. So anything random can happen. So guys, so that's the first thing I want you to know. Second thing I also want you to know, it's very important that you have something to cleanse yourself off with. So I use Florida water, but I actually have a special mixture in a spritz bottle. But Florida water is the main ingredient, and then after that I'll throw in some other herbs and stuff of that kind. What it's for, guys, it's basically so that you can cleanse yourself off. Because when you're reading, you're actually connecting to that person's energy, and you don't necessarily want that energy lingering. So you kind of want to have some type of cleaning method, some type of closing and opening for each person. So when they leave, you'll know, you'll kind of remove their energy and not carry on their energy into the next reading. So I always cleanse. You don't necessarily have to use Florida water, but it's just something that I prefer to use. I've even used a little bit of salt water and some other herbs in a spritz bottle when I did not have access to Florida water. I just believe that every spiritual individual needs to have Florida water. Oh, it's starting to spill. So everybody needs this, okay? Get it in your life. All right, so it's also always good to have it inside of a pouch or inside of, something to protect your deck. This is kind of funny because I actually got this deck from Ipsy. You know, that like company that sends you like makeup like every month for like $10. So I basically subscribed, and I was able to get this really cute bag this month, and I think I've gotten 10 bags. So I use all of their bags to store my tarot cards in. The only thing is, of course, all of these things that I've been sent every month is kind of scattered around in my like makeup area. So I thought this was really cute, and it's a good way to store your deck, to keep it from being dirty, to keep it from like losing pieces, you know, like cards, because I've actually lost cards. So I don't believe that you should read with a incomplete deck. Have I done that? Yeah. Was the message still brought through? Yes. So it doesn't really matter, but to me, I don't like reading with an incomplete deck. So we're just gonna open it up and see. Yes, I love, okay, this deck is my baby. Well, it's one of them. Like, I really love this deck. So I forgot the name of the author, the name of the artist who made this deck, but he's coming out with another deck in August. Like, this deck is visually beautiful. Like, visually, like, you can't touch, guys, you cannot touch this deck. Like, visually, it is a gorgeous deck. Like, you literally, I'm trying to zoom in, but it's like that. I want you guys to see this. Oh my God. Isn't it beautiful? Like, okay, you can just look at the detail of the card. Like, isn't that gorgeous? I'm trying to get used to my camera being at this angle, but isn't that gorgeous? So you obviously, this is the Queen of Pentacles, and I mean, it's gorgeous. Like, that's all I can say. This is the Five of Pentacles, and we all know that's, oh, I hate working with this camera. Look, I give up. So basically, these decks are really, really, really nice. Like, I just want to keep showing you some more pictures. Like, the Hangman. Like, guys, the Hangman. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that, like, super duper artistic? Like, I can't wait until his next deck comes out in August. Gorgeous deck. Gorgeous deck. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with buying an actual deck and not using it, because I have tons of decks that I don't use. I actually thought about buying another one of these decks just so I can have a collector's item, like, and then I use this deck. So guys, if you love tarot that much, there's absolutely nothing wrong with collecting the actual deck. So let me move on to what else you should be doing as a tarot reader or somebody who started. You most definitely will need a notebook. Hold on, because I need to move. I need to move this. Okay. Most definitely, you're going to need a notebook. I got this from Marshalls. Marshalls and TJ Maxx has some really cute, like, notebooks and planners and things of that like nature. You need your notebook, okay? Because here's what you're about to do. This is for starters, for people who want to learn tarot. I don't want y'all to read my business, so I'm trying to find a blank page. Hold up. All right, so we're just gonna come over here and we're going to grab a card, okay? And it's always good to put it in the center So now that it's in center, you can look. It's my crackhead finger. This nail, look, both of these nails popped off when I was in the pool, so excuse my nails. But you're going to take a card. Some people will put a card here and then write, but I don't like to waste space, so I like to, some people will make a copy of the actual card and then cut it out, you know, and then write down like notes about the actual card. Some other advice that's actually really helpful is like, you can actually meditate with your card. Like, I've heard of people who meditate. I don't meditate with my cards, but sometimes you can really sit there and look at a card, because I really think some tarot decks are very three-dimensional, meaning that they can talk about various different things. A good tarot reader goes beyond what the card actually means. So if you think about the Princess of Cups, okay, so what would that mean? What's the actual meaning? So you'll write down the actual meaning. Then you'll tap into your intuition. And once you start tapping in so many things, you'll start to see so many things in one card that you did not see. So there's astrology, there's, you know, colors, there's, you know, so many other theories in these cards that will help you. So learning about, you know, so basically it's okay to learn other ways of reading the tarot, especially if tarot is not your natural gift. Basically, if divination is not your natural born gift, then you may want to learn as much about tarot as you can possibly learn. The astrology, the numerology, those type of things, even colors, you know, even learning about gods and goddesses and deities that you can actually associate the cards with. It's going to help you read better. So, because everybody wants to read, but not everybody actually has the gift to read. I've taught a lot of people, and I can tell who has it and I can tell who doesn't. It doesn't mean that you can't read, but it's going to mean that for someone who has the natural gift, it just kind of flows out. While somebody who doesn't, you're going to have to learn techniques to help you to piece things together. Okay? But anyways, a great thing to have is a nice notebook. You can most definitely keep it by your bed, under your bed too. I've seen people do that. Perfect time is if you're at work and you're taking a 1 hour lunch break. You know, you can go inside of your car and, you know, so people aren't in your like business, and just write stuff down and stuff of that sort. But you can even put a few cards together and actually give yourself a reading. Like, write it down and see what exactly are the cards like trying to tell you. So there's so many different ways to study this deck. So personally, I always advise that you start off with the actual Rider-Waite. Some people start off with whatever deck. Now, the Rider-Waite is basically the prototype for pretty much every modern tarot deck that we have. Rider-Waite is what most of these, my brain is flying all over the place today. Rider-Waite is the prototype for basically most people who design tarot decks. I was about to say most people who design cell phones. I don't know why I was about to say that. It's too early, y'all. It's like 8 a.m. But anyways, that's just some of the advice that I wanted you guys to have. So it's good to have a notebook. It's good to have a pouch. Like, I have my, you know, Urban you know, spray paint, you know, type of thing going on, because I like to keep it, you know, to match my personality. So some Florida water, put it right there. And some damn skill. Like, learn how to actually read the cards. Like, stop, don't guess, okay? So, and also, you know, guys, this is just so random. Like, a cup of water, you know, something to help, you know, your throat. So when you're parched and your throat starts to dry out because you've been reading non-stop, it's good to get in that Wawa and just gulp it down. And yes, guys, we do teach tarot. A lot of people ask us that. Yes, we do teach it. It's a 2-part course. So yes, we do teach tarot. Okay, so guys, have a great week, have a great weekend, have a great life. Shit, have a great death. You know, death is not the end of life. It's just you're transitioning into another form of existence. We've lost a lot of people this year, and I just want you to know that it's not the end. So even in your tears, those people have moved on. Okay, all right, guys, conjure on.